Welcome to the Gamers Waystation. This is Squid.
And this is Al.
How are we doing today, Al?
Cold. I'm very cold and grumpy because there's snow and ice outside.
Ice makes you grumpy. Bah humbug for you, my dude.
Oh, uh, yeah, no, it's
Hey,
not good here in the South.
my pipes haven't burst, so at least I'm happy about that. It
I've
is currently winter in the area. We are kind of snowed in, so we are doing this in a little bit of a different format. Um, so if it audio is different today, it is because we are going online for this one. Got a couple things to talk about. What's going on with our week and what we have found for new stuff. It's pretty interesting, cool, and appealing. Currently, let's talk about games. So, what did you find in games, Al? What's going on?
I think it's great that they're coming out with the new Fallouts. They're redoing the old ones because I just don't think they could make a good new one. It seems. But New Vegas and Fallout 3, I heard, are being remastered and hopefully releasing sometime soon.
Yeah, I was hearing that in February, but whether or not that actually happens, we'll see. There's kind of hints of it online. And I think in game there's like a map that shows like a weird date on it, if I saw correctly. That's kind of what people are going off of. But hey, a new Fallout would be a remastered New Vegas would be amazing. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm all about it.
that is the one that I hear most people talking about. They're like, those New Vegas is the best one. And I'm like, I haven't played really any of them. So I try, but it breaks my rule the same way Skyrim does. If I have to go 30 seconds and I haven't pulled the trigger and shot something, I start getting bored and I start drifting off and
New Vegas is very much gun oriented. I don't know what you're talking about, man. You can spend your whole day being trigger happy. You can literally kill everything in that game, anyone and everything. That's what makes it great.
I
You,
don't think I actually played New Vegas. I know I played
you
3 and I
can
know I played 4. I played a
you can
little
come.
bit of 76, but I was just
Okay.
like, um, I mean, that had the survival aspect, and I was like, nope, I'm out. I don't like survival.
Nah, you could have chosen to make that either a thing or not a thing. So that's what's cool
Uh,
about New Vegas in general. Fallout 3 as well. They did bring. I don't even think they did a survival in 3. But it's very gun oriented, very like combat and whatnot. The VAT system's super cool. I enjoy Fallout. I love Fallout. I'm a huge fan of it. So I'm definitely looking forward to those when and if they do come out. They're again, I don't think it's an official thing. I haven't heard. I think it's all hush hush. It's all what we're assuming as far as I know. Have you seen anything official?
Now, I haven't seen anything official. It could be another one of those things they're going to ghost drop, which actually isn't a bad idea because here's the thing I noticed: the longer out that they announce a TV, or excuse me, a game, the more hype that builds up for that game, and the more people talk about the things that the game makers have in no way said is coming, and then they're very disappointed because they've heard, oh well, this one's gonna have new cars, and it's like, no, the publisher and the game maker never said any of that. This was all hype that streamers and people talked about and theorized, but then it gets built up too much and the hype train just runs over the poor developers who are like, yeah, none of that was in scope. None of that was in scope. We can't help what other people reported news on, and we're sorry to the
It's not even
players.
news. It's all speculation, right? At
Yeah,
that point, it's literally speculation. I mean, it's like, for instance, what was that game called? No Man's Sky. There was so much wild speculation about No Man's Sky multiplayer, all this stuff that they never planned to roll out. And it got so much hype that when it finally did release, it was a huge disappointment. Um, You know, you there was quote unquote multiplayer, but it wasn't syncing multiplayer. It was you could possibly end up on the same planet as another player, but you more than likely will never run into each other because we're
Yeah.
talking about billions of procedurally generated planets.
Well,
Um,
well, the guy did actually talk about, he was looking at doing multiplayer and he was looking to add all these things to the game. He didn't
yeah,
never
but
said they were going to be there at
no,
launch.
no, and
Um,
everyone took what he said, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna get all this stuff," and it just.
yeah, I
But
mean,
luckily, they kept rolling things out, and they kept trying and developing, and the game is amazing now.
yeah, yeah.
So,
That
but
that
anyways,
that was a good comeback for a game. That I will
oh,
admit.
it's significantly better now. I actually thoroughly enjoy
Yeah,
the No Man's Sky video games. But getting off topic, regardless, Fallout. Hopefully, it's coming. I would love to play it in the Fallout 4 with the Fallout 4 engine, even though it's super outdated and they need to.
they need a new one. Yeah,
they need a new one. I mean, cheese and crackers. The Unreal Engine 5 is out. They need to, they need something else. They need to stop using their what is it, Gex system or whatever the heck.
yeah. What I don't know. Something from 1972. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
Um,
super old. It's been running on Skyrim forever. So I mean, like,
I am a
yeah.
little bit excited about New Vegas because so many people have talked it up to me, and I just haven't gone back and played the original. So
So you are gonna, if it does come out, you're gonna play it.
I probably will grab New Vegas just because, like I said, that one people have talked it up, and I'm kind of like, okay, I'll try it.
Okay, I would say give it a shot. It's probably gonna be decent, to be honest with you. I know I'm gonna enjoy it. So, especially if it's real. I mean, at this point, it's all speculation. But if they do make New Vegas and they make Fallout 3 as a remaster, that'd be awesome. I did see that some people were modding online to so that you can play Fallout 4, not Fallout 4, but Fallout 2 in Fallout 4's format, which looks really cool. But it's being made by just like dudes.
Yeah,
So you fans, right? It's fan made, so they're in the process of doing that. So that could be cool. Big fan of Fallout 2 and Fallout 1, honestly. Played those when I was significantly younger, mind you, on like a really old school PC, but still, I have not played it since. So that would be really cool to play it on in a Fallout 4 engine.
yeah,
So something to look forward to, possibly. Um, because they did do that European release Fallout game where they modded Fallout 4 and created like a whole new game with like audio and everything. That was fun.
yeah.
I
It's
enjoyed that
crazy
game.
what the modders are doing. It's like
And they do it for
this.
free for the most part. I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like
honestly,
you guys should just make a game. Um, you
I mean
put
they do. They
yeah.
do make a game.
Yeah, but they don't get, but they don't make any money off of it. It's like, I
Yeah,
mean, I
they do
guess
it.
it's, they're not building it from the ground up, so I guess it saves them some time and it lets them show their love for, the
The
game they do
franchise.
like.
Oh
I
yeah,
I think that's one of the
100%
reasons for
for
PC
the
explosion
for
is
the
modding.
for the love of it.
Yeah,
For the love of the game itself. So
but in movie news, there really wasn't much of anything new. We did watch Labyrinth.
we did.
Um, both of us have fond memories of that movie, and
Oh yeah, all kinds of nuts in there.
yeah, it's yeah. Oh my God, you had to point that out. I
uh,
I have never noticed David Bowie's beans and sticks so many times,
Beans and sticks. Yeah,
so many
seriously.
times. It was
It,
just
it's like they purposely, like, especially the scenes with Hoggle. It's like
yeah.
they purposely had to have a crotch shot. It was like in his contract in
Oh,
those spandex.
just the flat fronted jeans, pants. Those just need
Yeah,
to be illegal. Um,
they were, well. They're like what's it called? Spandex. Not, I guess spandex, or what is it? Leggings before leggings were a thing. So
yeah,
yeah,
that's basically what he's wearing in the movie. It's pretty much just leggings, but they
yeah.
are super tight, and I didn't know that. I didn't know men could have camel humps. Um,
Camels.
I mean, how else would you describe it?
Yeah, right.
The When I was in the Air Force, their like dress clothes, they had those like the like 1970s pants where it was like super just like flat in the front, so it was very noticeable, what you were bringing to the table, and I'm like, this needs to stop. This should be illegal. This is not comfortable. I Nobody needs to know if I'm standing at attention. I'm 18 years old. Of course I am half the time, and it's way too obvious. Um,
Yeah. Okay, so my question for you is: does it stand up? Do you think, and not just David Bowie, mind you, but the movie itself, does it stand up to criticism now? To like, the way it looks and whatnot. Would you recommend this movie in 2026?
I would actually, yes, I would recommend it. Not, I mean, from a visual standpoint, it's fantastic. If you want to get a look at old school, real effects and puppets, and I mean, no CGI, no nothing like that, it looks absolutely amazing. If you want to see
No,
some fantastic cinematography,
there is some CGI in there. So the opening scene, mind you, with the owl is the first digital animal to ever be produced in a film ever. So that was the first time that ever happened. So there is some CGI in there,
that
digital.
was I mean, I guess if I'd watched it closer, I probably could have picked that out. But I will credit them because I didn't really even pick up on it. I mean, granted, the owl was usually pretty far away.
No, 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 not in the movie. At the beginning, remember the
Yeah,
scene where the owl's swooping in and all that jazz?
yeah, and he's flying around in the
No.
sky, and well,
Right,
I mean,
right.
that's what I'm saying. I mean, it was kind of off in the distance, so um, I mean, the camera never got like super up close to him or something. But yeah, I didn't even. I mean, I probably would have thought it just would have been special effects. Because I
Hmm.
mean, they could do stuff like that with. But no, I didn't. Would not have thought that they did CGI.
Yeah, so that's the first digital animal to ever be put
Uh,
onto film. So that's pretty
but
interesting.
but do I think like it has that 1980s cheesy plot where friendship will win the day, and no,
No.
that's so outdated, and please don't take that as how we can win if we just love everyone. No, you can't. But I mean,
Uh,
that part is definitely dated.
yeah, definitely. A couple cool things that like a lot of people don't know. I'm a big fan of the Labyrinth in general, but a couple cool things. Did you know that David Bowie never did any of the stunts with the glass balls,
with the
um, the
yeah
the
with the
orbs or whatever they're called, crystal balls, right?
I did
There's like,
notice there was a couple of times where it looked a little weird, but
yeah.
no, I figured he was doing it. I don't know. He seems like that would be something he would know. I mean, he's all fanciful and stuff and
So it's
artsy.
actually a professional juggler. I'm trying to find his name right now. Um, ended up, well, was like doing that behind David Bowie at an angle, mind you, doing all these tricks, juggling these crystal balls, um, trying to make it look like it's David Bowie's hand, which is pretty interesting. Mind you, he was doing it all behind David's back with his eye, basically with his eyes closed because he couldn't see, right? So
So with his arms like wrapped around David Bowie like some sort of like juggling love hug or something. I don't know. That would
I
be the
mean,
weirdest day, especially given what Bowie was wearing. Um
it is
but
it was kind of his job, so
yeah. But yeah,
uh,
I would say it's worth it just to see that and just to see if you could pick out just how can you tell if it's the magic guy behind there. Um,
Yeah, I'm trying to find the juggler's name because I want to do him some justice. Yeah, it's Michael Motion, Moschen. Motion,
Motion, that
Motion.
Motion.
Yeah, Motion.
Whoever you are, uh, Michael
Respect.
Motion. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
good job. Way to,
play with them balls.
yeah, way to play with the balls while you got your nose in
His
his
back.
yeah, his back, or hopefully his back, not lower, because that would just be even worse. But it is Hollywood. Who knows?
And so
Um,
this guy had to like train himself to be able to do these things without actually looking at the crystal balls. And and kudos to him, honestly, because those scenes were pretty great. They made a significant part of the movie, made him seem more fantastical as a character. So yeah, really cool. Um, Let me think. What was another interesting thing that I know about the movie? Um, oh, creepy thing, in my opinion. Jennifer Connelly was call. How do you pronounce her last name? Connolly.
Connolly.
Yeah, yeah, Connolly. She was what, 14 years old when
Yeah,
that
this is what I
show
saw,
was
and I was
shot.
like, 14. She definitely does not look 14. And some of the insinuation, I mean that really brings to light some of these Nickelodeon and Disney kids coming out saying things were a little inappropriate on set. Um, I mean, I
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not gonna put any words in her mouth, but a couple of the scenes that just made me uncomfortable knowing that she was 14 years old.
yeah,
So I mean, and also the fact that she was like full on acting. At 14, I was picking my nose, bro. I mean, hats
yeah,
off to
yeah.
her.
I know.
Seriously.
I mean, I definitely did not think she was 14. I mean, that was, I
maybe
mean,
maybe 16, 17, but not 14, bro. I mean, that was
yeah,
very surprising. I know that when the movie came out later, she was around 15 years old, 16 years old. But yeah, they shot that film and she was 14, which is wild. It's wild
um,
to me.
yeah. I mean, her acting for back in the 80s, that was on par with a lot of the other 80s acting. I mean, wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive for 14.
Yeah, so the ball gown or scene, the I don't even know what you want to call that. The scene where they're all dressed up
Yeah.
and David's like giving her, I'm watching you eyes. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was not about it.
Oh, yeah, but it
But
was
yeah,
it was
you
the
know,
80s. They
it
let
was
a
the
lot of stuff
80s.
slide. I
Yeah.
mean, I do miss the hope and dreams of the 80s. Too bad it was all, cocaine driven, but
Yeah, it's
there
all
was
fueled
hope
by
and dreams in the
cocaine,
80s.
exactly. Yeah, hope and dreams of the 80s
We
all fueled by cocaine,
we
definitely.
definitely seem to have lost that now.
Yeah. Yeah, would I recommend the movie? Yeah. Is it interesting? Yes. Was it? I am a big fan of practical effects in general. So, I mean, the more practical effects, the better, in my opinion. If you can make a puppet do more or less what CGI could do and make it reasonably like believable, oh, I'm there. So yeah. So you recommend it? Yeah, I know it's been a while since you watched it. So
I would actually. It's definitely worth a watch. I mean, and granted, it's not going to hold up to like, a lot of things that people are used to today. I mean, just like the visuals of like Pan's Labyrinth and all that. But I mean, you got to think about how old it is. It's definitely worth it, especially if you're a movie file. If you're that's definitely one you got to watch. Same thing with what is it, the never ending story. Again, that's another
never
one
ending
with a
story.
theme that I don't necessarily like. It's a little too dungeon crawler Carl kind of thing, but I mean the visual effects were great. The the how they did all those, it all looked fantastic. I mean, I mean I've seen new movies that come out today that didn't look that good still,
Right.
for both of
Yeah.
those. I mean, so yeah, I mean, if you want to see some cinema magic that will kind of blow your mind a little bit when you realize that, almost no computers were used. Labyrinth and the Never-Ending Story.
Yeah.
Um,
Um, the big creature in the labyrinth alone was puppeted by two people, so that's wild. It's just a bunch of puppeteers and effort, and um, yeah, I think it's very significant what they ended up putting together, and it deserves a second watch now, especially
yeah.
especially those who haven't seen a full on practical effect movie because it just doesn't exist anymore. It's all CGI, green screens, and whatnot.
Now,
So yeah,
in
definitely.
horror, that stuff still lives. There are people in the horror genre that refuse to go digital, and they still want to do all practical effects.
And kudos to them because honestly, that's like the only way you're going to get it. Any high fantasy now,
Yeah,
or the Marvel heroes that were age that we're stuck in that I'm not huge fan of. Some of it's good, some of it's not. I mean, you
yeah,
kind of get tired of the multiverse at some point. So, but yeah, let's. I recommend it. I think it's great.
yeah,
Um, you just got to get over the creepy scenes.
yeah, yeah. I mean, do remember when it's from, and what the
Yeah,
rules were back then. But
yeah.
yeah, we can move on to our next segment, which we have decided to call tech specs.
Tech specs. Tech specs.
Yes.
What are we talking about today with tech specs?
I think probably the news that most other people are talking about. We can go ahead and talk about it a little bit, and that's RAM prices.
RAM.
Um,
Yeah, two sticks of RAM being $1,000 almost is or 500. I think was the last time I checked.
yeah, it depends on what size and speed and stuff like that you're going for. Yeah, but it's crazy. And I know so many people that are just they're panic buying the stuff, and it's like that's just a terrible idea. You need to stop. Just take a break. Don't do builds right now because I mean you're just way overpaying.
I'm looking 64 gigabyte, two RAM sticks, DDR5, 6400 megahertz, $1,000.
Yeah, something that
Thousand
was
dollars.
$500, just a few months ago. And if too many people keep buying at the prices they are now for the consumer stuff, businesses won't bring the price down. They'll just leave them up. They'll take a few less sales for 1,000% markup.
Yeah. So the way that I see it, and the way that the what tech news is coming out is that it's going to stabilize in a couple months. I mean, in what is it? They said anywhere between 24 to 27 months. Um, so roughly 2 years. So and that was back in 2025, and now we're in what, six? So 26.
Yeah,
So next year we're gonna see stabilization of prices. Mind you, it's not gonna go down like people are thinking.
yeah,
If
yeah.
Since people are paying now, it's going to stabilize at a higher price, and that's going to be the new norm, which is going to be horrible.
Yeah, yeah, and that
So,
and that's what that's what I'm telling all my friends. I'm like, hey, stop buying. This is not the time to buy and build and try to flip a PC. I mean, just slow down. I mean, when building your own PC comes so close to the cost of pre-builts, then that's a problem. Because I mean, you're not offering a 1 year warranty, you're not offering, customer support and all that stuff. I mean, and plus a lot of them, like the HPs and the Lenovo's, their latest releases, they have finally started listening and they're using um, more just regular, size. They're not doing proprietary motherboards and cooling and all that stuff, and they're just using, you know, regular standard parts. So if something does go wrong, you can just swap it out easy. And
right.
so, I mean, really, pre-builts are looking pretty good.
Yeah, if you can find a pre-built for a good price and just take the RAM out and resell it,
Yeah, yeah,
you might make
that's
a profit. Because a pre-built, I mean, for the most part, is anywhere at least. I don't know what they're going for now. Honestly, I haven't looked. But when I did buy a pre-build, it was like 2 grand, a little less than 2 grand. So I mean, if the RAM alone is going to be $500 to $800, and you can take that thing apart and use it on other computers, I mean, it might not be a terrible idea, especially if you can find one like on sale or something, at a tech shop. Look for your sales. Hopefully, you can find people or find stores that have RAM that's been sitting on the shelves for a while. I guarantee you, in the next couple of months or the next year, it's going to be more and more difficult. Everyone they're all buying up RAM for AI, and it sucks. It's it's like the video cards issue that we had when Bitcoin mining became a thing, digital
yeah.
mining became a thing. It's the same thing. I mean, it's just it keeps affecting our prices. Did the did the video cards go down significantly in price after it stabilized? No,
Not
no,
at
it didn't.
first, not until
No,
people weren't buying them at those prices, and then they've
yeah.
slowly come back down.
I mean, but it took years
Yeah,
for
it
us to
took
see like a significant drop.
yep, took
You
a
know,
couple years.
I mean, the newest stuff is finally combating it a
Yeah,
little bit, but with the price of RAM, it's just going to go back up in price. Going back to last week, I wonder and I hope that it doesn't affect the Steam machine.
Steam
If it,
machine. Yeah,
if
yeah. I mean, it's got to. I mean,
I
I
can't see myself paying more than $1,000 for that machine,
oh, I couldn't
you
even
know.
pay $1,000. I mean,
So, but that's me max. Like I honestly,
yeah,
I don't think I could do more than that. 800 to $1,000 max is what I'm thinking. We'll see what they ended up coming up with, with the price and whatnot. But yeah, RAM is horrible. Do not build a PC right now. If you do, use spare parts if you can. Um, for those, or try to find a good deal if you can. But as of right now, I don't see that price changing.
yeah, no, yeah,
Not,
not for a bit.
not for another year,
Speaking
honestly.
of Steam, I saw the most recent numbers for OSs that are being used, and Windows 11 is apparently not very popular. Um, Linux users in the past couple of years, and mostly thanks to Steam, I think, and like the Steam Deck, but Linux users have gone up to about 10% of the total OS.
Hmm.
Apple hasn't gone down, so that means all of those people that switched to Linux, they came from Windows, and a lot of
It's a
people are just
possibility.
tired of all the constant pop-ups and you need OneDrive. No, I don't. Shut up.
Mm. Maybe, yeah. I think it's just a push of the people who have already been doing it for a long time are moving to the next thing. They're probably dabbling in building, their own systems. And Linux gives you the freedom to do those kinds of things a lot more than your Microsofts and whatnot. So it's probably the way I see it is just people who have been in the PC game for a long time. Maybe some new players, but not. I don't think it's significant as it was, as a as it may seem. But yeah, Linux has always been freedom. It's like the what's it called? Android phones of the world. Where you can do everything and
And
anything.
Android is built off of Linux, and
Exactly.
there's
So
more and more stable desktop versions of Linux, and Linux doesn't have anywhere near the hardware requirements. I mean, just recently they said, "Oh, Windows 10, we're no longer supporting that, and so we're cutting, all of these." And if you have a computer that was made if it's I think it's an 8th gen Intel or older, which isn't really that old. I mean, that's only like a 6-year old computer or so. If you're running a computer older than that, you can't install Windows 11. And so your system is no longer supported with security updates. And a lot of those people, especially businesses, are like, "Nope, we're done. I'm not paying you millions of dollars to switch over to this new ecosystem, and they're instead switching to Linux. There's a couple of big cities and a couple of countries over in Europe that have just cut Windows and they've switched over to Linux. You got free Office suites you can use. You got, I mean, most everything you can do, you can just install and just, I mean, run off of Linux. You got like Pop and Ubuntu and all these other ones that, I mean, give an almost equal, Windows-like experience for nothing, and
I
you
just
can
hope that
run it on an old machine.
if they're gonna do that, they just have to have their securities updated and make sure that they know what they're doing because Linux is not impenetrable.
Oh no, it's definitely not.
It's filled with holes.
Oh yeah,
So if they're gonna run on Linux, then they got to make sure they know what they're doing. It takes a lot more on the back end to be protected on Linux than it does on
yeah,
any other. Microsoft is the same. If you're not smart with the antivirus or you're not paying attention, then sure. Apple honestly is in my opinion the most secure operating system
it is.
that
Oh,
I've
by
seen
far.
by far
Yeah,
in the like just consumer market. But yeah, I mean, but I'm old. I just want simplicity.
yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
I,
If you want something that's just going to work, is going to be the least amount of effort, switch to Apple. I mean, yes, you're going to pay more for your machine, but I mean, most things run so much better. I mean, even when I'm editing this podcast, I have seriously thought about just getting a Mac Mini because you can get them for like $500-600, and I mean, the specs, of course, don't look that great, but it doesn't matter because the operating system is so optimized. You can do things on Mac that you would need almost a twice as powerful Windows computer to even do, especially when
yeah,
it comes to like video editing and stuff like that.
video editing. Yeah, video editing especially
Yeah.
definitely.
Now they're crap at
Image
gaming, but
no, but if you're doing any kind of editing in general, I mean, it
yeah,
is a better build honestly.
yeah.
And like video editing, audio editing. I mean, for the most part, but yeah. So that's interesting. We'll see what next year brings when it comes to RAM prices. Uh, don't expect a change anytime soon. If anything, shoot, it might be even get worse.
Now
You
one
know,
thing Yeah, one thing that is changing next year, and I am saddened. I am saddened in my heart, and my heart hurts from this.
heart
Uh,
hurts. You might
Asus
want to get that checked out.
is not making ROG phones anymore. The
No,
the
they're done.
the biggest maker of the gaming phone, they are stopping both their ROG and Zen lines.
Yeah, they are getting out of the phone market in
And I
general.
understand why, because I mean, they're, doing everything they can to make these gaming phones gaming, but really, I mean, when you compare how they perform versus like a Samsung Galaxy,
An
there's
iPhone,
almost no
dude.
difference.
An iPhone can now they optimize all these games for iPhone now, where you
Hmm.
can what is it? Freaking a Destiny runs on iPhone. I mean, a lot of games run on iPhone now, or
Oh,
in general.
the Destiny mobile game, not
Yeah,
not
the
the
mobile
not
game.
the
But
console game.
and there is some kind of what was that game called? It's free to play. Kind of getting into gaming news on top of that, but there's a free to play game out there that is on every console and on the phone. I
Well,
forget what it's called. It's like
Fortnite.
a no, there's like a samurai game that I saw recently. Hold on one second.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me about that one. I have not seen this.
Yeah. Here it is. Where winds meet. It's
Oh, that's on
pretty.
mobile too.
It's on mobile too.
I, I
Yes.
I've seen it on PC and it looks amazing,
If I'm not mistaken, it's on mobile.
but yeah, that's supposed to be the one that's way more fun than what it should be, and kind of caught everyone by surprise because they almost shadow dropped that one. It seemed like, because I didn't hear about it until it was pretty much coming out, and I try not to get into the free to play too much though, just because it always just turns bad. Um, it just always turns into give me money. Mm.
This is actually so the crazy thing about the interesting about this game. Interesting thing is it's not play to win. It is the only thing that you can buy is skins for your characters, and skins for the weapons. So it is straight. Um, just play the game. You know, buy skins if you like the game.
I,
Yeah.
I mean, they start out that way, but eventually they turn to the dark side. They always turn to the dark side. Diablo Immortal, when it first came out, all it had was skins. Now and then it very quickly turned to the dark side, and now you got
So
to
yeah,
spend this about five or
where's
six grand.
when
And
Rare Wind Meets is on mobile. It is a mobile game as well, which is pretty freaking crazy. So
where
yeah,
the wind meets.
yeah, it's also a mobile game. Um, will it? I don't know.
Mhm.
Can it? Sure, but as of right now, it's not. So
Yeah,
that's the difference. It
yeah.
didn't come out swinging with, "Hey, buy this pack and you get these swords and all these upgrade jewels." And I've never played the game, so I don't know what the upgrades are. But yeah. So interesting.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. Aside from that, what's next? TCRPGs, tabletop board games, card games. What are we talking about today?
Well, for tea time, time for tea.
Time for
That's what
tea.
I think we're gonna call this section. Haven't decided yet. Uh,
Let's tee off.
yeah. I don't have any new news. I mean, Lorwyn's okay, so I was kind of reminiscing over like some old movies and video games, and I was thinking, what are some older franchises that would make a good trading card game or role play game?
Mm-hmm.
And and just some of the ones that just like that I thought of like some of the classic games like where's the Mega Man tabletop role play game.
No,
um
seriously, yeah, that would be really cool. Even if they had minis, that'd be
yeah.
pretty nice.
Where's Mario and Sonic? Those are two franchises that have been around forever. And I mean, I'm not saying it's like, it's definitely not the dark and brooding world, but I mean, is there a better little world to get your kids into role playing games with
I
than
think they
Mario? I
did
mean,
make a Mario for tabletop, and not RPG, but I think they did like everyone does a Mario Monopoly.
oh yeah,
Um,
and they had a chess game, but
yeah, but there's no significant RPG. I've seen a lot more in those RPs IPs, excuse me. That they don't really give you the freedom you want, except for you doing like kitchen table and inventing it yourself. There's really
yeah,
nothing out there.
yeah, there really isn't, and some of your classic ones.
I'm gonna take a break real quick. Okay, give
Okay,
me a minute. Yeah, I'm use the restroom.
okay, we'll cut this out, or I won't. Whatever, we'll see. I mean, there's certain ones that I think worlds could be expanded upon, especially some of the video game franchises that are just classics now, like Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. I mean, all of those are, I mean, they're pretty recognizable names. Not as big as like Mario and Sonic, but um, they got the cute characters and stuff like that. Even Mega Man, I mean, you get to pick which kind of robot that you want to be. Jack and Daxter and Crash, you get to pick what, you know, furry animal thingy that you want to be. I
Yeah,
mean,
and they also have upgrades too, like in the
yeah.
games themselves. So it's something you could add into stuff. Another thing with one IP that I thought would be really cool to bring back that in general no one ever talks about is the rescues. Have you ever seen the Rescuers Down Under? The
Oh, the Disney
19
one, wasn't it?
the
Yeah.
Disney movie, yeah. was it 1990, I believe, about the kid who finds a eagle and then is trying to save like an eagle's egg. You know, like
Yeah,
there's some rare eagle.
it's got all the
That could be a
mice.
yeah, exactly. That could be like a really cool. That could have been something really cool.
Yeah.
It could be brought back as like a TTRPG or like a story or something. Disney doesn't really do that kind of stuff though. But that or like um
Well, I mean, any of the Disney princesses. I mean, or you could just do like the Disney Princesses World. Um,
for
and
me it would be like the gargoyles would be really cool to see as
oh yeah,
a
Gargoyles.
tabletop.
That was
Oh
great.
yeah,
Yeah, I
so
love
that
that
would be really
cartoon.
cool as an RPG. Another thing on the TCG side that you had mentioned, last time we talked and not during the podcast, but is that why isn't Wizards of the Coast using all the IPs that they control? You know,
Yeah, I don't understand why. I mean, they're doing it with Magic. You know, they've got Transformers and they're branching out. They're doing Spider-Man and all that other stuff. But I mean, Hasbro, who technically owns Wizards, they
has
own.
owned Wizards since the '90s.
Yeah, I mean, they own Transformers, G.I. Joe, My Little Pony, Power Rangers, and all of those have their own RPG by another studio. Why would you just do a 5e version of all of those, since you've already got people in that ecosystem? Because while the Renegade Studios one is okay, it's way more complicated than what it needs to be, and it's still just a roll 20. It's still just a D20 system. I
Yeah.
mean, why are you farming that out when you could just put it under your own system and be fine? I don't get it.
A 5e book of My Little Pony in universe.
Oh yeah, that would well. I mean, you could. Yeah, I mean, they would definitely have to be their own universe, even though that is what Renegade Studios did. They're in
Yeah,
theirs, they have a crossover series where Transformers, GI Joe, Power Rangers, and My Little Pony all have adventures together.
yeah.
Um, and and My Little Ponies are actually one of the more powerful ones in the series. Uh, so uh, so
Pony power.
I
But
know
yeah,
it's a little bit funny when you like you look at what they've done in the cartoons, and it's like, oh, really? Well, Rainbow Sprite Pony could beat up Megatron in 3 seconds. It's like, what? No. And then it's like, oh, look, Rainbow Sprite Pony can do a megaton blast that destroys the moon. What? Why? Why? How? When did My Little Pony become so violent?
yeah. I'm not a Brony fan myself, but yeah. I think that it's a missed opportunity for Hasbro not to be, shelling out with their own IPs. GI Joe, the My Little Pony. What else do they own? They own so much stuff.
Power Rangers. That would be huge. I mean,
Which
that's
ones?
Power
Who? What?
Rangers.
Oh, Power. Oh man.
I mean, you got so many things there.
He-Man. I think they
Yeah.
own He-Man, don't they?
No, that's Hanna Barbera.
Hanna Barbera owns He-Man.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Let's see.
I'm not sure. I'm
I'll
not
have to
sure
look
who
that one
owns
up.
He-Man. I think Hasbro makes their toys though, if I'm not mistaken. Well, there's a lot of
Mattel.
Mattel owns He-Man.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Got you. But yeah, so sorry for getting off topic. I just realized
That's fine.
I have ADHD. So what is your top? Because I know you have a couple. What is your like top three TTRPGs that you would love to see exist in universe right now,
In universe,
or like that you would want to see just in general.
I think some of the movie franchises that I mean, or even some of the other game, just something that's different, like Rampage. You remember the original Rampage, where you're the different kaijus that come and like
Yeah.
destroy. I think that would be something interesting, and you could do like a almost like a spin-off with like pro wrestling or something like that, which would be kind of the same thing. But I mean, who doesn't want to be a giant monster fighting another giant monster? Or maybe the players could be, the army or something that's trying to, you know, stop them or whatever, and you just make it like a player versus player kind of thing. And
I mean, it's always been whoever could destroy the most of the city, right,
yeah,
within the time allotted.
yeah, for Rampage. And then
Okay.
you got the people who are playing the humans, and it's can you save the city and stop the kaijus kind of thing.
Hmm.
I think that would be good. I'd like to and I know this one is outdated and niche, but I would like to see the world of the 13th Warrior fleshed out into an RPG.
That that storyline alone is crazy.
Yeah.
13th Warrior. What is that? Antonio Banderas
Mhm.
as what does he play? He's like a Arab or
Yeah, yeah,
something,
he plays like an
like a
Arab
sheik
ambassador.
or something.
Yeah. Um
Yeah. In Viking land, and they all make fun of him. I remember they make fun of him for his sword because he like edges it out and whatnot. And they're like, "What are you gonna do with that?" And then when they fight him, they're like, "Oh, okay, he's got some skill."
yeah. Yeah, because
So
he
respect.
basically turns it into a scimitar.
Yeah,
Um
exactly.
yeah, but yeah, I mean I thought that was good. Um he gets into the battle and he starts fighting and he's like, "Don't worry, little brother. There are more." Vikings were crazy.
Oh yeah,
Um
yeah. That movie was really intense. Good. I actually haven't seen it in a long time. Actually, no. I feel like I saw it like last year. But yeah, a lot of fun. That would be really cool as like an official TTRPG.
mhm.
Um, yeah, I wonder what that art would look like. you know,
That would be good. The
yeah,
only other one I can think of is Mega Man. Because
Mega
I
Man.
mean, you get to pick like your different kinds of robots, and I mean, you're defending the city, or attacking the city, I guess. But then, you can, you know, incorporate different parts of the robots in yourself, and so I mean, you've got your looter thing right there. You're just modifying your robot part of your body, kind of thing.
I mean,
But
that's kind of how Mega Man's supposed to be, right? In the
hmm
video games, at least, you're constantly upgrading different parts,
yeah,
your blaster or whatever. Well, in the original, it's just like you get another suit, but in the newer games, you're like upgrading parts and getting power ups and whatnot. So it would be cool. What do you think, like a D20 or a D6 roll kind of game? Um, yeah.
I, I'm getting more and more in love with the simpler ones
Hmm.
than I am the complicated ones. I played around on a bit of Pathfinder, and I don't know if it gets too number crunchy, then it slows down the game, and that's when you have players who are getting distracted because they have to wait so long in between turns that they're getting bored and picking up their phone. And then when it comes to their turn, they're like, "Huh? What's going on? What?" And it's like, "Oh, you
Yeah,
are not in the story."
a not engaged audience in a tabletop setting is not fun at all.
Yeah.
And if you can't do the math in your head, it's too much math.
Yep. Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, and that's why that's why I streamline my games. I really do. Even 5e, I streamline a lot of stuff, and because it just gets to be too much. I mean, like like how I've been doing initiative is, what, who's going first, the bad guys or the good guys. We basically do, like almost two initiative rolls, and then we just go around the table.
Right.
Especially when you got like a big party, because then it's, I mean, it's so much to keep track of, and it just gets, I mean, it's just too much. And at
Well,
least, when you kind of have an idea when you're going, you can plan better, what you want to do.
No, when you get a table of 8 plus people, you can't be
Yeah,
like, oh, you, and then behind me, it's like
yeah,
it's like you can't. People one, at least in our party, they don't really keep track of who's going next half the
yeah,
time, and either that or it's just easier to be like, okay, well, to the left of me got the highest roll ish. So left is gonna start, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Or to the right got the highest roll, so right will start. Um, kind of thing, which makes the game a little more cohesive and easier to play. I agree with you there. We
I
do
think.
need to get that Vagabond game going. That'd be fun to play too
Yep, I've got a good
soon.
idea for it. If we had time, I was gonna say we could do it this afternoon, but yeah, that's gonna be a little more complicated here on with the distance. I mean, granted, we're
Yeah,
not that far apart, but
we could play it on Discord. I mean, that's obviously an option,
that's
depending on
true.
how.
Um,
Yeah.
I kind
Um.
I kind of wanted to do video with it though.
Oh,
Um,
did you really? Okay.
I did, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you all want to do video, or
I'd
do you
have
want
to
to
ask
just
the
do
party.
audio?
So I'd have to ask the party.
Yeah.
Um. Yeah, that depends. I don't know. Right now, I don't know. But
Okay.
it's not like we can get together. The only other it'd be me, you, my wife. You need to get across the tundra,
Yeah, I
and
know.
then
It's
the my neighbor. So which isn't that difficult. I mean, he's literally my neighbor. So
yeah.
but yeah, and that's what half the party right there.
Yeah, yeah, that's. I mean, and for for what I've got planned, I mean, that's really kind of all I kind of want to do is about 3 people, just something we could do in maybe an hour, hour and a half, is kind of what I
Yeah,
got planned, just to kind of get a good idea of what the system is like. Um, and it's more so, I mean, one, so we can kind of see, and honestly, I kind of like the magic thing, and I'm thinking about just straight up integrating that into 5e.
really.
And
Okay.
yeah, and you can just kind of pick a few things. I mean, there'd be some things that we would have to figure out. But I really think that just that choice magic system of how you want your magic to work is just phenomenal. Um,
Yeah, I did like when I looked at it. It gave you all the options, so it's not always like fireball fills the whole room.
yeah,
you know, so
yeah,
you have every option to choose. Cone, cast, line, all kinds of different things. So, which is nice. It
yeah,
it definitely gives you more versatility with your spells. So yeah, but I'm not a spell user. Typically I'm a bard or a barbarian
yeah.
or a fighter, mainly a fighter. Um,
And
or
and
rogue. I like the rogue.
and I was kind of thinking about that too, and I think I would like to implement like a something similar with how you're fighting with your weapons.
Hmm.
Like right now, cleave is, I mean, if you're a master with the weapon, you can make it continue going, but it only, does like so much extra damage.
Right.
It only does like 2 or 3 damage to the other person that you might hit. But I think like, if you're surrounded by goblins and you roll a nat 20 and you do 43 damage, you might be able to go through 3 or 4 goblins with that one swing. Maybe you like your amount. If you decide to do like a cleaving action, maybe you get like a little bit of a negative or something, but you have the potential to go through multiple enemies in one swing.
No, yeah, definitely. It would be fun. It sounds like a lot of fun. I want to give it a
Yeah.
shot. So definitely. Looking forward to that. Well, depends on the weather. If we're
Yes,
gonna do
that's
it, if we're gonna do a live shot, if we're actually gonna record it using whatever a phone or whatever, definitely need to wait till the chill is over
yeah.
because we are in what is it? I mean, southern area. So not even that southern, central.
Yeah,
So
and yeah, and I don't think it'll take. I mean, I don't. What? Yeah, I mean, what's your schedule? Whatever your schedule is next week. I mean, if other people don't want to be on camera, then I mean, we could just do audio. Then yeah, we could just do it any night
yeah,
and get it posted out there.
and we could use I don't know AI to make add video to it or add images and whatnot.
Yeah,
So we'll be part of the AI problem.
yeah, that's the.
But yeah. But this appreciate you guys listening in. Those who have watched the last one, thank you so much. We are going to be trying to roll out one every week. Hopefully, if the weather, everyone's staying warm out there who are in the area where the storm hit. It wasn't as significant as I thought it would be, but it is dangerous enough not to drive from the videos I've seen of people, especially in Texas, swerving all over the road and being dumb. So stay safe, stay warm. This is Gamers Waystation. I appreciate you guys listening in. Have a good one. This is Squid.
This is Al.
Yeah. Catch you guys on the next one.
All
Thank you
right,
so much.
thanks everybody. Woo! Oh, dang it, that's not what I wanted to do.